Hello, welcome to another episode of A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. And today I want to just touch on expectations, right? So what are your expectations? What are you expecting, right? What outcomes do you want to happen in your life? And what are you doing to get yourself closer to those outcomes, right? It's really about patience. So, is there anything that you're expecting, right, to come into your life? Like, you've done all the work on your spiritual path, you're doing the law of attraction, you're staying in high vibes, and this one thing that you're expecting isn't coming in. It just isn't happening for you. And you're wondering, why not? What's going on? Why don't I have this thing yet? And I'm not just talking about being impatient about it. I'm talking you waited a couple years, right? I'm in that same boat. It's a couple things that I've been trying to manifest for a couple years now and that are not here yet. So it's not about having an expectation it's going to happen tomorrow, right? Or that it's going to happen exactly the way you want it. It's about how do you stay in alignment to receive it, right? So instead of expecting the outcome, we need to be allowing the outcome to come in, right? And you may say, well, but I'm doing that, right? I'm not even thinking about it anymore. I detached from it. I left it. It's gone. It's over. But just think of the lesson that you're meant to learn, right? There is a lesson. You know, why don't I have my RV yet that I've been trying to manifest? Well, what have I done to get myself in alignment with it? Yeah, I went to an RV show and I look at, on the marketplace, and I'm constantly visualizing me driving it, but yet it's not here yet. Is it because I'm still expecting it to just pop out of thin air? Right? And expecting that outcome? Yes it is. I do expect this RV to come to me, right? No matter how it's supposed to, right? Whether I work, the next 10 years really hard and save every dime and get it, I'm gonna get it. And I expect to get it. Right? But what can I do now? Right? It's been, well, it hasn't been 2 years, but it's been over a year. And I really want it, So now it's about your desire, right? Is my desire enough? Right? What else do I have to move out of my life? Out of my, head, right? Because it's all us anyway. It's us. It's the way we think. It's those expectations that are really holding us back, and it's the little things that we're not giving up that we need to, right? Because we say, oh, I've given enough. I want to hold on to this one little thing, right? Because you want to have something. But that's you standing on principle. I've given everything else up. I want to have this thing. I'm entitled to it. There's a principle. There's only so much that I'm going to give up. That's what's blocking you, right? It's not about not having principles, right? And knowing that what you do want and what you don't want in your life, you absolutely need to have those. But are you standing on principle out of ego? Have you thought of it that way? Right? Why is that principle so important to you? What does standing on that principle represent to you? Now, if you're doing it just because, right? Or this is the way I've always done it, or I gotta set a boundary, all those are ego. And I'm, as usual, speaking from experience. In my past, I lost many jobs. I mean, many jobs, because I stood on my principle. And in some situations, it was the right thing for me in that moment. I made the right choices. But in some of those, I clearly saw it was ego. And thinking back on it now, with no regrets, but I know that my life would have been different had I not been so stubborn and standing in my principle, which was allowing my ego to get in the way. And I can look back and see several instances where that happened. Again, I don't look back in regrets. I'm looking back for the lessons, right? And that's what you need to do. If there's something that you're expecting to come in, that you're manifesting, that you want, that you're worthy of, and you're putting in the work and the time and the effort, you need to start looking back at something from your past that you're still doing. And then evaluate that to see if it's something you should continue to do, or why you're continuing to do it. And maybe it's something you need to release. And it may be that one little thing that'll spark, that'll light that match. And all of a sudden, ta-da, here it is. But you'll never know unless you become cognizant of it and aware that there's still something holding you back, right? Or is the universe, is it a time thing, which time doesn't exist, but is there an event that's supposed to happen in my life first before this can come in, or to help this come in? And is it taking 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Why is it taking so long, right? You can ask. You can ask the universe. You can ask your guides for an answer. Yeah. That's standing on your principle. You're worthy of it. You're worthy of manifesting what you want, right? And if you're putting in the work, taking baby steps towards it, keeping it in your mind's eye, and happy, right? And that positive feeling, the thrill of having that thing, right? And you're feeling it, then yes, you have every right to say, hey, higher self, hey, universe, what gives here? Give me a hint. Is there something that I need to release, or is it something that's going to come when something else has to happen first? And I'm okay with that. But give me an ounce of not hope, but just give me something to hold on to, right? Not that I need that extra motivation, because I should be living my life carefree and worry-free anyway. But it's nice to just know that something's happening, and one little clue can just spark you, right? Ask for a sign of some sort with regards to what you're trying to manifest, right? It's happened to me in the past where I was trying to manifest a specific vehicle in a specific color, and there I started seeing that specific vehicle in different colors, but I see the color in another car, right? So that I knew, I'm like, it's coming. It's gonna be here. I'm gonna manifest it, and it'll happen, right? And I've long forgotten about that and let that go. Has it come yet? No. But guess what's happening now? I'm seeing that same color and that same car again, a lot. So now I'm putting it back into my awareness and go, yeah, I still would like that, right? But so the universe is saying it's here. There's something you need to just elevate, something, or let go. In my case, I think it's something I may have let go, or that I need to still address that I don't know. So from my perspective, I'm trying to get there, right? I'm trying to figure it out on my own. But guess what? You know what? Sometimes you need a little help. So I'm going to seek a little bit of help. Not that anybody else side of me can give me an answer, but if I present the situation and that and I'm in alignment with whomever I go to speak to about this, they just may see something and go, hey, you know what? You keep doing this, or you keep saying that, or something, right? Something will spark to really just throw it in my face and go, oh, there it is, right? And then just start working on that without expectations of how long I have to do that for, right? So stay hopeful about your manifestation, right? And instead of expecting something to come when you want it, when you need it, how you want it, just be open to allowing it to come however it's meant to come in. And if it's not coming in, and you've given it sufficient amount of time, you've been patient, you've put in the work, you have every right to ask, right? Not demand. Say, hey, what's going on with that? How can I align myself? It's already created, right? You've already created it. The universe has already created it for you. What do I have to do to align myself to receive it now? I'm open to receiving it, right? I'm grateful to receive it. Thank you, universe, for creating it. Is there something holding me back, just, tugging me, that I need to identify and heal? Or is there something that's got to happen first? Just give me a clue. And it'll help me be a little more patient. That's it. It's that simple. And yes, it's not about being allowed to do it. You can. You're the creator. You created this, right? You put it out there, so the universe had to make it for you. That's the law of attraction. If you think it, it's got to be manifest, because we're creators. Just, how do I bring it into my now space, right? In this now moment. It's staying in alignment, asking, right? And then taking action again. Once you get that confirmation, when you get that aha moment, going, that's it, right? Then just do that, right? Take care of that, and let it go again. It'll come, and it's when it's meant to, right? But just identify something that may be blocking you from it. And the more you do that, you may have to do it several times. Stay patient, stay confident, stay in that vortex, right? Of happiness and, the thrill of having it, because you already do. Just stay in that mindset that you already have it. And it'll be there. It will. I guarantee it. And there's things from 2 years ago that I was asking for that I let go, and all of a sudden started coming. All of a sudden, when I least expected, or I actually forgot about it. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute! I did a manifestation for this a while ago. So now it's about the gratitude, right? Because now I'm receiving it, and I wasn't expecting it, but I allow it to be here, and it's just as significant to me now as it was when I put all the law of attraction work into it. And as I continue to elevate my frequency, I don't have to focus on that one thing anymore, because I'm now allowing everything to come in. So it's all going to come in its due time, when it's meant to. Just stay in that frequency, stay in that mindset, and it'll happen, right? But again, don't get so caught up in the expectation of the outcome. But get caught up in the allowance of the outcomes, because many things will happen that will put you in alignment with that final thing that you're going to get little breadcrumbs given to you from the universe. And then there'll be some challenges, and then there'll be some more breadcrumbs. But when you get to the point where you're like, wow, I got enough breadcrumbs, I can make a whole loaf of bread. Come on, universe, tell me how to put this thing together. So I can get what I was looking for. And that's it. It can be that simple. You have to allow it to be. Allowance can make a world of difference. So be mindful of what you're standing on your principle against or on, right? And see if those things really need to be there. If it's just ego, identify that first, and then go after it, right? Continue to stay in the law of attraction state of mind, and ask the universe for guidance and help. Ask for help. Seek it. It'll come from the most unlikely of places if you just allow it. So, allow it and see your life continue to grow and change in miraculously significant ways just for you, because we're all unique in this. And have an amazing day. If the content of this video resonates with you, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up, like it, share it. I'd love for you to share it. Other people may need this message. Leave a comment. That helps the YouTube algorithms, right? So that YouTube can send its bots to put my video out into more YouTube up next and feeds and stuff like that. That would be fun. And subscribe to my channel. Again, that'll help with the visibility of my videos. I'm truly grateful, and I receive your support and your help with this. I'm grateful for it. And also, if you need some encouragement, to stay patient, or need some identifying the traits that lead you to stand on principle and miss out on some opportunities, I am a spiritual transformation coach. Here's a link to my website. Give me a shout. Let's book a 30-minute free decompression session, so we can get you some more clarity and open you up, right, to allow for what you're expecting. You are worth it. You are worthy. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me.